I grew up in a small rural village called Hwawon of Daegu, South Korea. Hwawon was not at all the place gangster rappers talk about in their songs featuring lyrics about guns, drugs, and death. However, I could say it was maybe too boring for me. Not one single person, including the teachers, adults, and friends in the village, had a say about, let alone how important those questions are, what their dreams were, or what the meaning of life must be.
My name is Jumo. This is my hometown.
The dull life of Hwawon continued until I fortuitously found this one radio show. This particular radio show mainly talked about hip-hop music, and it opened my eyes towards hip-hop, the meaning of dreams, and most importantly, what it takes to be a really cool guy. Many times I couldn't take it all in when they were talking about classical hip-hop episode, for I was just a fish in a phone. However, such honest story full of wonders and surprise make me very curious about what the other side of the world holds for me. So I decided to do all the things I could do to go to Seoul, where I could have just the right kinds of cultural, educational, economic grounds. In Seoul, I listened to or devoured hip-hop music whenever I had a chance. I went to rappers' concerts to feel their energy. When I was serving in the army, I listened to hip-hop every night through a crappy CD player, the only electronic device they let soldiers use. Everything they were rapping about contrast to my not-so-fun compulsory military service, and it made me want to do everything that came to my mind when I got out. After the discharge, I spent time studying economics and fashion design, making hats, selling hats, and traveling to many places. Then one day, it sparked. I began figuring out how I wished to meet all these hip-hop heroes of mine who opened up my eyes for me. So I started to wonder how. That's when I began making YouTube video on me interviewing the artists. I didn't have any money or editing skill, but it just felt like it would take forever to prepare all those before I kick off. I went the coolest looking rooftop place in Hongdae and asked them if I could use their place and film my video there. And I filmed my video there thinking I could study editing skill after I had the video. That's how it all commenced. For 5 years ever since, I made 67 interview videos from which I had gotten so many great inspiration. The more I sponged it in their surprising energy that transferred to me every time I met them, the more I desired to give them back. I made documentary on rappers making album, host a charity concert, all of which made me feel like I'm destined to see just more and more. While my friends were getting good jobs making their mamas and papas so proud, I have spent 5 years like that. And because I spent time like that, I could have met artists I admire, so the work I invent got close to the ideas on what I want to do, what I like, and what kind of person I really am. Finally, I became the person who actually began to understand what those rappers were saying. But my ambition nevertheless keep growing. I'm still trying, still undergraduate, still living in a 140 square feet room, still doing my part-time job, still trying as hard as I can to survive behind my shitty camcorder angle towards the artist. But I figured this isn't what I want, so I'm starting again. As I started 6 years ago with this trip to the US.
오케이, 시작. 여기가 어떻게 보면 힙합보부상 대서사시의 시작이었지. 덤비스 미래공연.
Sometimes it is amazing because Hip hop music changed my life and I
Really?
keep my dream. I believe in myself. So I have been making documentary, make music with my friend. I'm gonna go in US and I'm gonna make it.